Number 2 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins, of course. This should be a phenomenal game. I am so excited. We've done this stream once before. We did it last year on December 23rd. It's an iconic matchup. Of course, I shouldn't need to explain that to anybody. It is always a good one in the Battle of PA here. And we did it last year. The Penguins won that game 7-3. We're having some errors with the overall quality. So let me know how good it is, guys. I'm sorry it took so long to cut. It looks like the FPS is getting better. It is weird because my Google does not like the startup, so I might need to do something about that. But regardless, We got a great game here tonight. Starting goaltenders for both sides. You have Dan Vladar in net for the Philadelphia Flyers, and Tristan Jarry is in net for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It should be a fun game here. Vladar has played a Watch with Nordic commentary before, so he obviously is playing in his second ever commentary stream. And I actually am not 100% sure if Tristan Jarry's ever played one. So let me pull up the all-time stats here on my phone. Using my phone tonight to keep track of the stats. So any stats that need to be read will be off my phone. Just checking to see if I see Jarry's name. Yeah, he has played a game before. So this is his second commentary stream as well. But how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I have missed the live commentary streams, and I am absolutely pumped to be back here commentating this wonderful league. Just pulling up my lineup cards here real quick. Fun little component about tonight. Rutger McGroarty and Boko Imama are making their debuts tonight for this season with the Penguins. McGroarty becomes the 10th rookie to play a game for Pittsburgh this season, and that is the most of any team in the National Hockey League. Let me clean my camera real quick. Much better. Much better. All right, we are almost ready to get started here with the first period live from Wells Fargo Center. It is the second ever time in a Watch with Nordic commentary stream that these two teams have faced off against each other. And obviously, as I mentioned, that last game came on December 23rd of 2024, where the Penguins got a 7-3 win in PPG Paints Arena. And the Flyers, now at home here for this time around, are looking to get a win here in this commentary stream. Overall, when you look at this season, the Flyers did play the Penguins earlier on Frozen Frenzy night back in October 26th, I believe, or October 28th. And they won that game 3-2 in a thrilling shootout here in Wells Fargo Center. We're looking to replicate that here again tonight. There's Sidney Crosby. All of his best work comes against the Philadelphia Flyers. 91 games played, 135 points, all against the Philadelphia Flyers, their rivals just across the state. He is known to be really good against this Philadelphia team that he's getting ready here to play. Once again, another one here against his longtime rivals. It's a classic matchup. It's been going on for 50 years. It's time for the Battle of Pennsylvania, round number 2 of the season. Round number 2 in a Watch with Nordic commentary stream. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway. Faceoff is won by Carlson on the right side. It is dumped into the zone by the Penguins. Now Drysdale throws it around back up to the point. Philadelphia trying to break it away. They will attempt to clear, but it's kept in by the Penguins. On the right side, Brian Rust tries clearing it down low to Crosby. It bounces off an official, and Philadelphia gets to it in time. Here's Forster. Will backhand that one out to center. It's taken back then by the Penguins, who will regroup subtly. Rust intercepted by Forster. Now Philadelphia will try and break it into the zone. Dvorak reaching for it, and it's taken away then by a Penguins defenseman. On the right side now, Parker Wotherspoon with that puck. Feeds it up to Crosby at center. Crosby dumps it into the Philadelphia zone. It'll go around Vladar and back down low now as the Flyers look to break it out the other way once again. Michkov to center. Now Zegras takes it back. Trevor Zegras now moving through center will dump that one into the Penguin zone. Pittsburgh's got it now on the right side. Letang over to Ben Kindle, who will backhand that one up to center. Now Brink on the right side. Back for Emil Andre. Here comes Brink. Dekes it into the zone. A forehand shot is denied by Jarry. And the puck will be cleared all the way down the other way by the Penguins, and it will be an icing. Rick Tocchet, congratulations to him. We should throw a little bit of a congratulations. He won his 300th game as a head coach in his 10th season. We should also highlight Dan Muse, who is in his first season as Pittsburgh's head coach. And he's been pretty good so far for them. They've been solid. I don't know if that's necessarily what Penguins fans would have wanted. Of course, they want to see their team do good, but there were some expectations that the Penguins would be really bad this year. But now they're in a wild card spot with Philadelphia. Here's Brinka's shot, saved by Jarry. It's kicked back down low into the corner. That's the first shot of the game for the Flyers, and now they'll have to regroup here down low. Puck out to center. Michkov throws it ahead. It's intercepted. Breaking it in then Koivunen. Pass in front. McGroarty shoots it wide. That would have been a nice play on your first shift back. Here's Clifton now at the point. Feeds one back to Koivunen on the right side. He'll try and play that puck. Battling forward here in the corner. It's cleared up to the point. And Philadelphia will get it out of the zone and down the other way, but it'll be an icing. Shots are 2-0 here in favor of the Flyers. And some good passing plays here. Brink, nice movement into the zone. Gets it to center. He fired one right into the chest of Jarry. And a costly turnover there by Michkov. Leads that young line of Kindle, Koivunen, and McGroarty. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that line's going to play out. When he made a video today on Pittsburgh, I thought it'd be a good idea since we were commentating them today to talk about how their youth movement recently. You see guys in the NCAA, guys in the American Hockey League, guys in the ECHL, guys even at the big level are playing phenomenal, and they're all very young. They don't have any prospects who are like really standing out as like a star, but they have a lot of really good prospects overall. It's a very deep pool, it looks like, here in Pittsburgh. Down low now, Imama with the puck will bank that one around the right side. Keeping it in the zone then is that Pittsburgh fourth line. Lizotte now behind the net to Imama on the right side. Now Sanheim trying to clear that one out to center. And Philadelphia will get that one and get it out. Here's Obels. Thrown to the right side. A shot from Hathaway goes off of Jarry and back down low behind the net. Now picked up again by Pittsburgh. Imama to center. It's cross-passed and dumped into the zone by the Penguins. Look at a line change here. And Drysdale will regroup, battling alongside former Flyer Kevin Hayes, who is in here tonight. Familiar face. Drysdale trying to battle for that one down low. Crosby gets it back to the point. Carlson a shot. And it goes wide of Vladar. Now down low here. Again, Crosby gets it back. Battling forward in the corner. Feeds it up to Carlson. Carlson tries moving to center. On the right side, Hayes to Carlson. A shot. And a glove save by Vladar. And that's the first shot of the game for Pittsburgh. There we go. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. These two teams, very storied history. I shouldn't even have to say that. And this is one of my favorite streams to do. I love commentating these two teams facing off. Here's Trevor Zegras now on the right side. Will feed a pass to center. It'll go through and around Dvorak. Back down low then. And it's an icing as I guess Dvorak did not touch that puck in time. Highlighting Christian Dvorak, former Arizona Coyote. He was there under Rick Tocchet. Went to Montreal for a few seasons and is now back here in Philadelphia with his former coach. And he'll face off here against Crosby in the Flyers zone. It's one back then down low by Pittsburgh. Crosby takes it behind the net. Will look to throw it in front. Wraparound play is swiftly denied if that even got on net. Here's Carlson now down low. It's cleared off the boards as Zegras will throw that one out to center. Here's Owen Tippett with some speed trying to beat a defender. Pass in front. York a shot and denied in front by Jarry. Rebounds there and it's kicked away by Letang and thrown back up to the point. Philadelphia does get it back. Sanheim will clear that one behind the net. Dvorak throws it in front. There is nobody there. Flyers will keep it in. Zegras down low. Banked up and Dvorak in front. And a save there by Jarry again by Zegras. And the Flyers are moving here in these first 5 minutes. They're getting the puck moved around and getting chances on Tristan Jarry here. And a nice rush by Tippett into the zone. A good chance by York. But again, Tristan Jarry, you got to give credit where it's due. This guy's been really exceptional. And you look at how bad he was last season. It's good to see him performing up to par here in this season. You really couldn't get much worse than what last year was, I'm just going to be honest. Face off down low. Pittsburgh clears out to center. Here's Noah Cates. Through the zone. Breaks it in. Drops it to Konechny. Konechny will backhand that one. A shot there from Sealer. Goes wide of the net. Now Shea on the right side will bank it up then for Novak. And here comes Malkin the other way. 2-on-2. Malkin a slap shot. Goes wide of the net. Back up to the point then. Wotherspoon feeds it down low again for Malkin. Back to Wotherspoon on the right side. Penguins have it. Shea shoots it. Save. Rebounds in front. And another save by Vladar there as well. Here's Noah Cates now in the corner. Trying to clear that one out to center. Pittsburgh will keep that one in. Wotherspoon with the puck. Moves it around. Gets tied up then. Malkin pass to center. And Mantha can't get that one with his stick. Now down low. Novak tried feeding a pass in front and it was denied. Here's Konechny now. We'll come back and hold it in the Philadelphia zone. Shots are now 5-3 in favor of the Flyers. But it's still a 0-0 game. There was 10 goals scored in the previous matchup when we live streamed it back in 2024. Puck drops back into the Philadelphia zone. Stolen back then by Koivunen. A pass in front. And a block shot there by Novak. Penguins will take it back. They will clear it down low. Drysdale here on the right side. Then back for Brink. Brink trying to clear it out of the Philadelphia zone. Pittsburgh keeps it in. Koivunen down low is tied up with that puck. Banked off the boards then by Michkov, who will hold back around and give it up then for Andre. As a turnover here is the Penguins trying to force that one into the zone. McGroarty now to the right side. Koivunen with some room will dump that one around. Here's Kendall. Puck bounces out in front. That was a weird bounce. And Philadelphia will take it back the other way. Here's Brink through center. Nice move. Shoots it. And it goes off of Jari and back to the right side and cleared out again then by Novak as Philadelphia will hold it in their own zone. York. Puck banks off a skate, and now the Penguins will rush it back the other way. They'll dump it into the Philadelphia zone. Vladar then for York. York now down low as Letang will send Brink again. Hathaway a shot, and that one is cleared away. Amama trying to get that puck. Pass in front then by Dewar. Into the zone. Dewar now. And a whistle is blown dead here as a Flyer is down on the ice. It looks like it's Obels. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's Blake Lizotte who's going to go to the box for a hit on Garnet Hathaway. Sorry, I thought it was Obels. I couldn't really tell. And we'll see the play here. So Hathaway hits him. And then Dewar gets up and just hits him right in the balls. And yeah, you got to call that one. Never fun to be hit there, that's for sure. I can speak from experience. So we'll go back. We'll go to commercial break here. 13:01 left to go in the first period. It's a 0-0 game, and the Flyers will get the first power play of tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, we do these commentary streams every week. So subscribe if you don't want to miss out. So it's going to be Blake Lizotte who will go to the box. And Philadelphia will get the power play here in the first period. The first power play of the game. Philadelphia's power play has been a power play for sure. Look at these two teams. Pittsburgh definitely has the far more superior power play. Their power play has been very good this season. And Lizotte will get 2 minutes for that Hook in the balls. And we'll see what Philadelphia can do here on the power play. Philadelphia coming off of a 4-game road trip. They won 3 of the 4, including a win on Saturday against the Devils and a win on Friday against the Islanders. Not all the games were pretty. I didn't say that, but you won them nonetheless. That's points that you can take and move on here. Face-off now in the Pittsburgh zone. Philadelphia power play coming up with 13 minutes to go. Forster, Cates, Konechny, Sanheim, and Zegras is your first power play unit. And the shots are 6-3 in favor of Philadelphia. The face-off is won back by the Penguins. Witherspoon will take that one easily and just clear it down the other way. Puck will come around Vladar. It's picked up then down low by Forster. Forster to Sanheim. Philadelphia's power play ranking 19th in the league. Pittsburgh's PK is top 5. Here's Zegras. Into the zone now. Forster drops it back to the point. Sanheim waits. Pass down low. Zegras a shot. Saved by Jari. Puck is kicked away then down low to the corner. Cates now battling for it alongside Witherspoon and McGroarty. Puck finally does come free. Cleared back up to center. It's kept in by Forster on the right side. Konechny to Forster. It comes out of the zone as Tyson cannot keep that puck on his stick. He will get that one right back, though. And they'll look for a right of entry. Sanheim through the zone. Pass off the right side, then Zegras. Puck goes up in the air. Now battling for it is Forster on the right side, and somebody else was speared, and here comes Pittsburgh the other way. Brian Rust will bring that one into the zone. Philadelphia will pick up the puck. No call, as it looked like somebody was knocked to the ground on that play. 45 seconds to go on the power play. York drops it back for Brink. Brink to Tippett. Tippett to Michkov. Michkov on the right side will try and fire it down low. He gets it turned over, and he will pick it back up. He had 2 goals against New Jersey. Definitely some defensive troubles, but still a very talented player nonetheless. Tippett will drop it back. It's picked up then by Andre. He can't keep it in the zone. Pittsburgh will get that one easily and force Philadelphia back into their own zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. York drops it back to Brink. Brink through the zone. Andre looks, waits. He's in all alone. A shot saved by Jari. Rebounds kicked back behind the net. Power play is over, and Philadelphia still has the puck. Michkov on the right side to Andre. Andre to York, a shot, and that one's wide. And Shea will pick it up here now as the Penguins rush back down the other way. Through the zone. Mantha out of the box to Rust. Rust with some room. A shot. Save on the rebounds there. They score. Sidney Crosby doing what he does best. His 58th goal against the Flyers all time. It's 1-0 Penguins. This guy loves to score against Philadelphia, and he does it here once again. Again, the 58th goal he scored against the Flyers all time. He loves to do that. 135, 136 now. Total points against Philadelphia. And he gets another one here. It's 1-0 Penguins. And the rebound, Vladar could not keep. Crosby comes in, picks up the trash. And now the Penguins have a 1-0 lead. That is Crosby's 17th goal of the year. Even as a Flyers fan myself, you got to admit how remarkable it is that Crosby, even at his age, is playing the way he is. It's very, very impressive. Here's Novak now to Malkin on the right side. York battling for it now down low. Taken back then by Tippett. Puck goes up in the air, back out to center. Penguins trying to keep it here now down low. Novak feeds a pass through the zone to Clifton. Now Quivinen will battle for it here on the right side. Quivinen will be forced to clear it back out to his own zone. Halfway through the first period here, it's a 1-0 lead for the Penguins. Sidney Crosby with his 17th goal of the year. Here's Dvorak now. Moves it through center. Dvorak brings it in. He's tied up there down low in the corner. Assist on that goal are Rust and Mantha. Here's Hayes now to Russ. Russ will clear it into the Philadelphia zone. Juleson now down low will attempt to get it out, but it's kept in by Pittsburgh. Hayes to Rust. Being tied up here now down low. Trying to break that puck free. It finally does come. And it's back to the right side. Penguins have it again. Hayes down low. Pass in front is blocked. Philadelphia gets it back. Trevor Zegras to Tippett. Tippett down the right side. He's got some room. Zegras in front. Saved by Jari. The rebound is kicked away then, and Kevin Hayes will take that puck back over then for Carlson, who will move it through center and decides to regroup and come back into his own zone. Koivunen, pass in front's intercepted. Zegras keeps it in. Too many passing, and the Penguins take it right back out. McGroarty with some speed, dumps it into the zone. Puck goes past. Vladar now on the right side. Now Brink will feed that one out to Michkov on the right side, and it's stolen back then by Shea. And Pittsburgh will regroup. Dump back into the Philadelphia zone. Andre over then for Koivunen. Koivunen shoots it and denied by Vladar. Penguins have it on the right side. Koivunen in front. And McGroarty is denied by Darth Vladar. But Sidney Crosby is not. His 17th goal of the year, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Penguins. And he continues to own the Philadelphia Flyers. Assists on that goal were Rust and Mantha. Just recording the goal here real quick, and then we'll look at all-time points and such like that. All right, just updating this real quick. Perfect. All right. So looking at the all-time stats here for Sidney Crosby in live commentary streams. Again, we haven't done Pittsburgh that many times. So I do want to just preface that. We've only done them twice prior. But Crosby, that's his second goal in a commentary stream, his 5th point. And again, that's been somebody who loves to score against the Flyers. 8:22 left to go here in the opening period. It's a 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh. We're talking to Jay Verardi, who is the Flyers' assistant coach. Flyers suck. Yeah, not looking too great. I mean, they are out shooting Pittsburgh, so. They've looked better in this game than they have in previous ones. I will say that. But it's still early. They can still win. Face-off will come here in the Philadelphia zone. It's Cates versus Malkin. Interesting draw they have here. Mantha shot, saved by Vladar on the right side. Now Sealer clears out to center. Penguins will attempt to keep it in. They will get it in successfully. Cates now battling for it. Flyers do get it out. Here they come the other way. Forster trying to move it through the zone. Konechny gets it back. He'll clear that one into the Penguins' end. Flyers are off sides, because of course they are. And here come the Pens now the other way. Mantha drops it back then for Malkin. Pass in front. And it goes off the skates of Konechny. And now here come the Flyers the other way. Konechny dumps it in. It's blocked there by a Penguin skate. And that one is offsides as Cam York brings it into the zone before the Flyers players can exit. And you can't do that. Face-off here now outside of the Pittsburgh zone is won by the Penguins. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing good. Here's Andre now down low as Philadelphia moves the puck. Andre to center. Philadelphia dumps it into the zone. Clifton trying to feed that one out to center here now. Here's Dewar on the right side. Back then for Michkov as Philadelphia holds it in the zone. Michkov brings it in. Looking to hold that puck now down low. Stolen back then on the right side by Imama. It's banked off the boards then by a Penguin. Philadelphia does get it back. They'll regroup. Andre now on the right side to Drysdale. Drysdale here in the Philadelphia zone. Pass back to Zegras. Zegras looking to move that one to center. He can't seem to find an open seam, and he'll just dump it in. Clifton down low. Stolen back then by Philadelphia. Zegras on the right side then for Crosby. Stolen back then by the Penguins. Russ tries dumping it into the zone. It goes off a flyer, and it's blown dead for offsides anyway, so it doesn't matter. Cyber Monday. Anybody buy anything good today? I did not buy anything yet. Don't really have the money right now. I just spent a bunch of money this weekend, so. There's Gritty. Gotta get your Gritty merchandise. My girlfriend got me a Gritty hat. It's up there. I thought about wearing it, but I'm like, yeah, I'll stay somewhat neutral. I'll wear the Royals. In the Pittsburgh zone, Witherspoon's got it. They'll try and bank it off the boards. It slides back into the Philadelphia end. Here's Drysdale down low. Cleared around then, back behind the net. Hayes to the right side. Penguins trying to move it around here. Rust in the corner. Hayes in front. Pass is denied. Penguins do get it back. Carlson at the point will fire that one on Vladar. He'll make the glove save. Take it out. You have to support the Flyers. Nah, I am supporting the Flyers. But you got to be neutral. Got to keep that middle ground. If you know what I mean. Vladar, last game at a .906, 32 saves. He's been great for Philadelphia here overall this season. Shots are 8-8 here in this first period. 1 goal for Pittsburgh. Flyers will win the draw in their own zone. Grabankin rushes it the other way. Nikita Grabankin down the right side with it. Backhand goes just wide of the Pittsburgh net and thrown back out to center. Here's Jamie Drysdale. Drysdale off the boards then as Abels will dump it down low. Racing forward then is Chris Letang. Behind the net then. And Penguins will get that one out very fast. Andre. Regrouping now with it is Drysdale. In center, a long pass is intercepted. Now Letang brings it in past the Kuivinen. Up front, a shot, save. Rebound is there, and the Flyers cleared away. It looked like it was right there for somebody to tuck in, but the Philadelphia defense got to it first. And Vladar is bailed out there. And the Penguins keep on getting opportunities. Kendall with a nice chance in front. Do I think Tyson Forster will score? Yeah, it's possible. Face-off still in the Philadelphia zone. Grabankin will clear it out to center. Abels brings it into the zone. Mantha now will poke check it ahead. Malkin back to Mantha now on the right side. Mantha breaks it into the zone. Pass to Novak. He'll get hammered down low in the corner by Sealer. Penguins still have control. Malkin to Carlson. Back to Malkin at the point. And a lost puck there. Now Forster with a chance the other way. It's poke checked by a Penguin. Oh my God, typical Philly. Here's Jari now down low with his stick. Moves the puck around. Philadelphia battling forward in the corner. And nobody can get the puck. Carlson finally gets it back on the right side. Philadelphia facing off against Buffalo on Wednesday. That's the next game on this 6-game homestand. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy the stream, please like the stream down below. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people onto the stream. Yes, Brian Rust is playing. Off the boards here now, racing it back down low is Dewar on the right side. Stolen back then by Philadelphia. Michkov racing for that puck. Shea gets to it first. Penguins bring it into the zone. They'll battle for it here on the right side. And then Lizotte will get that one back, dumping it down low. 3.5 minutes to go. Imama battling for the puck alongside Sealer. Puck is still tied up in a scrum in the Philadelphia zone. Finally, it gets free. Crosby back up to the point. Witherspoon, a shot. Goes wide and high. Now Couturier will send a pass out to center. Penguins get it back. They'll regroup. And taken back then by Philadelphia very quickly on the right side. Zegras tried forcing it to center. Pittsburgh gets it back. Another shot on goal. Yeah, he can get one. There's a lot of time. It's the first period. Pittsburgh handling the puck now. Witherspoon to center as he backhands that one into the Philadelphia zone. It's nicing. And faceoff will come back into the Flyers' end. Or the Penguins' end, sorry. This is Watch with Nordic stream number 117. Face-off here now won by the Flyers. They'll be backhanded down low. Pittsburgh will bank that one off the boards and back out to center. Here's Cam York. York to Gerbankin. Clear back into the Pittsburgh zone. Jari throws it around then to the right side as McGroarty attempts to throw it to center. Now Gerbankin back for Hathaway. Gerbankin down low, waits, pass in front. Hathaway a shot. And that one is blocked and cleared all the way back out into the Philadelphia zone. Andre then for Drysdale. Back to Andre. 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Konechny intercepted there by Koivunen. He loses the puck there for a second, but the Penguins get it right back. 2-on-2 now the other way. McGroarty in with Kindle, and it's an offsides once again. And we'll go to commercial break. Well played period here by both teams. Penguins with the only goal so far, however. With a lot of time left to play. So I'm not terribly worried just yet, but we'll see. Three other games in the National Hockey League tonight. For total, Devils are taking on the Blue Jackets right now. It's been profiled as the Tate McRae matchup, which I think is very funny with Sillinger and Jack Hughes. Thought that was kind of a good little meme that I saw today. As well as that too, we are doing Sharks and Mammoth later tonight. So we'll get to see Macklin Celebrini, Clayton Keller. Obviously, I don't think Logan Cooley will play after that injury on, Saturday? Free parking? Oh, for fans driving a Chevrolet. Yeah, of course. Oh, my God. All right. Face-off here now outside of the Philadelphia zone. with 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Face-off won by Philadelphia. Andre now regroups here in the Philadelphia zone. Flyers will break it through center. 3-on-3 the other way as it's cleared into the Pittsburgh zone. Connecting now on the right side to Cates. Cates banks it up to Drysdale. Drysdale can't keep it in. Now Michkov on the right side. And it's cleared back in down low. Forster battling for it. Stolen back then by Clifton on the right side to Malkin. Malkin a pass to Mantha's intercepted. And the Flyers can't seem to really get the puck into the Pittsburgh zone for a long period of time. And a penalty here coming up against the Penguins, it appears. As Forster was brought down, now Philadelphia will get another power play. At least that's what it looks like. And we'll see Philadelphia, I think. No? What the hell was the call? That was weird. I guess an offsides? Hand pass? I don't know. Pittsburgh got the puck, so I was confused. Face-off won here by the Penguins. Bank back down low into the Pittsburgh zone as out to center here. Forster racing for that puck. Sorry, guys. I thought there was a penalty. Letang. The right side to Carlson. He'll dump that one into the Philadelphia zone. That will be an icing. With 63 seconds to go. Shots are even here. Going to be a great ending? I hope so, man. Hoping for a good ending. Ooh, Josh Norris is back in the lineup tonight. Good for him. I think they're playing Montreal, right? Sabres playing Montreal. Maybe. Nah, Jets. Face-off won here by the Flyers. At the point. Last minute of play in the first period. Looking for that game-tying goal. Couturier to York. York a shot. Blocked. Here's Rust racing for that puck. Vladar comes out of his net to play it. And Philadelphia will get it back on the right side. Racing for it then is Michkov. He'll battle alongside Shea. Shea will get that puck then. Feeds a pass to center. Letang. Through the zone. Taken back then by Philadelphia. Couturier. Drops it back. Trevor Zegras now holds it with 25 to go. Zegras brings it into the zone. Now Shea battling for it here with 20 seconds left. They will converge in the corner here, trying to get that puck loose. Still behind the net with 10 seconds left. Time winding down. 5 seconds to go now. Puck finally comes free. Penguins get it back. Koivunen with 2 seconds. And that will do it for the first period. Shots are even apiece here in this first period. We got some pushing and shoving here because it wouldn't be the Battle of Pennsylvania if not for that. And a Sidney Crosby goal makes it a 1-0 lead for the Penguins at the end of 20 minutes of play here in Xfinity Mobile Arena. I probably said Wells Fargo Center at one point here. But anyway, that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily. Going to make the clip here real quick of the Sidney Crosby goal. If you are new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream. We do these commentary streams every single day, every single week for all 32 teams. Rush back down the other way. Through the zone. Mantha out of the box to Russ. Penguins rush the room. A shot. We'll pick it up here now as the Penguins rush back down the other way. Through the zone. zone. Math out of the box to Russ. Russ with some room, a shot. Sable, rebounds there. They scored. Rebounds there. Rebounds there. They scored. Sidney Crosby doing what he does best. His 58th goal against the Flyers all time. It's 1-0 Penguins. This guy loves to score against Philadelphia, and he does it here once again. Sidney Crosby and scoring a goal against the Flyers. What else is new? Up here now as the Penguins rush back down the other way. Through the zone, man out of the box. Russ with the room, a shot. Sable, rebound there, they scored. Sidney Crosby doing what he does best. His 58th goal against the Flyers all time. It's 1-0 Penguins.
There you go, that's how you run inside zone. Anything for you, bud. Cool.
Taylor draws back the pass. He's there and out. It's gonna be long.
Okay.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to go. Touchdown, Western. Taylor draws back the pass. He's there and out.
So, in commercial break here, just uploading this clip really quick. Boop, boop, bam.
Really successful road trip you guys are coming off of. 3-game winning streak. What do you need to see carry over to win this game here tonight?
Yeah, I think just better execution. Some of our breakouts, we're not executing, and it's allowing them to stay in the ozone and then make some plays.
So we will be live on Monday and Thursday and Sunday this week. We'll be live on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Hi, Cadence. Yeah, Reading Royals hat. Got to wear my Royals. Got to represent. That's the team that I report on in the ECHL. Guys, have any questions, anything you guys want to talk about? You look at Philadelphia, they're coming off of a 4-game road trip where they won 3 of them, winning against the Islanders and Devils this past weekend. They weren't the greatest games in the world, but you still win them, so you got to be happy with that. Pittsburgh coming off of a pretty rough loss on Saturday against the Toronto Maple Leafs, a 7-2 final score. That's not ideal. So still first intermission here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Josh Norris opens the scoring.
The 2024 Cadillac Lyriq, starting at $59,985.
Oh, so again, Crosby, his second goal in a live commentary stream. Pittsburgh, in 2 games commentated, are undefeated. They have not lost a game in a stream yet, so that bodes well here for Philadelphia. The Flyers are 1-5 all time when I live stream them. So that's fun. That's fun. They have won their last game though, so they broke that 5-game L streak. If I see this PA lottery ad one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my friggin' mind. When does the Metro finally start to separate? That's a great question. The Metro is like an absolute bloodbath. Let me look up the standings here real quick. So you see, yeah, it's literally a bloodbath. The top 4 teams are separated by 1 point. Yeah. Top 4 teams are separated by 1 point, followed by Pittsburgh and the Islanders tied at 29. Then you have the Rangers, who are a point back of that. The Blue Jackets are a point back of that as well. So, yeah, but, and again, there is only one team in the entire National Hockey League right now that is below NHL 500, and that's the Buffalo Sabres. And if they win tonight, they're above 500. So, like, it's a very competitive league and a very competitive conference as a whole that we're in right now, not even just the Metro. I mean, I think we'll get a pretty clear picture in December. I feel like a lot of these teams are going to separate and we're going to see, you know, who's really legit and who's not. And these are two teams that, like, they're on the fence. Oh. Crosby's 17th goal of the year, assisted by Rust and Mantha. Lots of overtime games. Yeah, that too. A lot of overtime games for all of the teams, actually. For sure. A lot of OT losses, extra points do get factored into there. With every season, of course. It's actually not as bad as the Western Conference. The Western Conference is way worse. But you're right. Oh my god, this freaking Pennsylvania ad again. See it every time I stream the Flyers. Celebrini or Bedard, higher point total at the end of the year. It's a good question. I'm gonna go Bedard. I think Bedard gets it. to be honest with you.
Planning options. This can offer
I think Betsy's got it.
you and your loved ones.
For the personal and professional service you deserve, call us today or visit ScanlonMcDonald.com.
Scanlon McDonald Funeral, honoring the lives of those you love.
Your home is where memories are made. Trust Roy Lomas Carpets and Hardwoods for all your flooring needs. We're family owned since 1956 and offer you unmatched selection, everyday low prices, guaranteed installation, and best of all, we're with you every step of the way. Visit RoyLomasCarpets.com and experience our beautifully designed website from the comfort of your home. Then, come to our conveniently located showroom for one-stop shopping. Roy Lomas Carpets. Buy where the builders buy.
Who am I rooting for in this game? I'm a Flyers fan, so I got to root for Philadelphia. But we keep a neutral, gray area, unbiased commentary, though. I will share my frustrations, though, about my team if they're bad.
That Xfinity picture quality is insane.
The best college improvements.
Yes, sir.
Watching these games with you.
You ever tried pancakes and guac?
You're about to.
Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe.
Live presented by Kia, movement that inspires the Flyers down by a goal after 1 period of play here on home ice. And you guessed it, it is Sidney Crosby that scores this goal. His 58th goal against the Flyers. The booze, it says it all, Scott.
You heard him after they announced that was his goal, that's for sure. You're probably halfway across the stage, and good players know where the puck is going to be before it even gets there, right? And a couple kind of suspect plays here. There's Michkov going on the wall against the defenseman. Gets on the
Michkov, man.
for a change. And then a passing play here and a rebound.
Yeah, that was Shea that set it up for the neutral zone.
Frustrating the way he can play defensively sometimes.
Into the zone. But that's the 58th for Crosby. Not many easier because Vladar, who's been terrific,
Brendan Dillon, 1,000 NHL games tonight.
just assumes the goaltender is going to smother the puck.
Yeah, for me, if you watch Andre coming in, he's going to be in the front left of your screen there.
Sabres are up 2-0 on 2 goals on 4 shots.
Right? It's usually in Vladar's gut. And there's a whistle, nothing happens. It pops out right there. He could have maybe just whacked at it if his head was on his shoulder. He just takes a quarter of a second to look, but that's why he's the best player in the game, or of all time. He's on Mount Rushmore for me. Sidney Crosby, the way that he plays consistently, playoffs, cups, everything.
Okay, that's enough.
That's why he. Hey, never cut off a coworker out. He's good. Let's just say that.
He's good. And Vladar, we're so used to not seeing rebounds like that. We're so used to him smothering the puck that you can't play him Andre. So they're saying, all right, he's got it behind me.
Yeah, but it is Crosby there. So you really have to be triply careful about what's going on. But that's why, no give up in the game, right? Just follow it right to the end, right to the blue paint.
The Flyers got to have a lot better. Let's be honest.
Boo Philly, go Pens. Yeah, I won't disagree. You guys have been the better team in this game and probably overall. But yeah, we welcome all 32 teams here, so it's all right.
All right, so this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or...
Introducing the new City Advantage Glow Card. Get global with a new world of premium travel benefits. Get access with 4 Admiral's Club Glow Passes annually. Get away with an American Airlines Companion Certificate after card renewal. Get the new City Advantage Globe Card and get going. Travel on, City Advantage.
These are the holidays. They can be a lot. And this is your new Dell PC with Intel inside. It helps you handle a lot.
All right, still in the first intermission here. We'll be ready to start the second period in a little bit.
To taking care of holidays,
Probably less than 5 minutes, I would assume.
to taking care of Aunt Jean. Even if she can be a lot.
To test the toughness of the 3-row seat.
Says 5 seconds. Crosby from Rust and Mantha. It's a 1-0 lead for the Penguins heading into the middle frame.
Windiest fall
Who's my favorite player? So all time it's Claude Giroux, obviously. That shouldn't surprise anybody. But my favorite player right now, I'm actually also, well, if we want to go strictly Flyers, it's Michkov. But if we want to go overall, I have my other favorite team is the Utah Mammoth. But it's because I was a Coyotes fan for a couple of years prior. Don't ask, I was young. I got into them then, and now I'm a fan of them now. My favorite player has always been Clayton Keller. And we're commentating them later tonight. So I would say Clayton Keller, but if you want to go just solely Flyers, it's Michkov. All right, I think we're ready to get started here with the second period. And Wells Fargo Center looking nicely decorated. A lot of Christmas trees up. Why do they show, like, the defensive play when it's literally the first period? And here we go. Let's get ready for the start of the second period here from Philadelphia between the Flyers and the Penguins in the Battle of Pennsylvania. First period recap, goals were scored by Sidney Crosby, and that is it as we get ready for the start of the second period. Face-off here is won by the Penguins. Cleared all the way back out here into the Philadelphia zone. Cates drops it back. Crosby trying to bank it off the boards. Witherspoon now to the right side. Carlson a shot. And that one banks back down low. Here's Konechny racing for that puck, battling alongside Kevin Hayes. Pass is thrown in front, blocked there by York. Banked back up on the boards now on the right side. Flyers trying to throw it back to center. Forster looking to bring it through the zone. Intercepted then by the Penguins. 3-on-2 the other way. Crosby to Witherspoon. Crosby around behind the net. Throws it in front. It's blocked by a Philly defender. And that is Sanheim who gets it back and tries clearing it out. Trevor Zegras now picks it up back. He'll wait. Pass up here back into the Pittsburgh end. Now Konechny will dump it down low on the right side. Zegras looking to get it back in front. Mantha steals it back then for the Penguins. Yeah, it's 2-0 Buffalo, isn't it? Witherspoon here now at center ice. Intercepted then by Tippett as he'll dump it down into the Pittsburgh zone. Tippett to the right side then for Drysdale. Into the zone now, Mantha with it. Tippett now banks it off the boards on the right side. And the puck goes up and out of the neutral zone. And Drysdale now regroups with it for Philadelphia. Shots are 8-7 here in favor of the Flyers, but the Penguins have been leading as Philadelphia has not had a shot in over 10 minutes of game time, that is. Pittsburgh will get it here in their own zone. Shea feeds it back out to center. Sealer off the boards then for Couturier. Puck is dumped back in down low. Here's Koivunen. Koivunen into the Philadelphia zone. Back down low to the corner. Sealer battling forward here on the right side. Puck goes up and out of play with 17:39 to go.
Those are the areas you got to be to score to get those breaks. And I think for Michkov, he's starting to get that. And he's scoring goals in different ways.
Face off here now in the Philadelphia zone as Andre banks it out to center. Clifton now battling for it on the right side, trying to get that one back in. And Philadelphia intercepts it right back. Grabankin banks it off the boards back down low. McGorty trying to feed that one out to center. And Ryan Graves will clear that one up. 3-on-2 the other way. It's the kid line here. Quivinen to Kindle. Puck goes back down low into the corner. Fed up to the point. Intercepted then by Hathaway. Trying to send Grabankin the other way. He's got some room. And forced to come back around. He gets knocked down into the boards. And turnover here for Pittsburgh. Kindle to center as McGroarty dumps it down low. Here's Konechny now on the right side. Thrown back out to center. As the Penguins will dump it back into the Philadelphia zone. Konechny feeds it around then down low. At the point here now, dumped into the Philadelphia zone. Stolen back the other way. Here's Konechny on the breakaway. Saved by Jarry. I think it went off the post. But it stays out regardless. Here's Cates now down low, battling alongside Konechny. Puck goes up in the air. We got a penalty. And it's against Pittsburgh. Erik Karlsson is going to go to the box as Konechny found himself down on the ground. And Philadelphia will get their second power play of the game. And a tough break there for Konechny as the puck went off the post. Power play here for Philadelphia. Puck is cleared the other way then by the Penguins and dumped back into the Philadelphia zone. Now here Tippett coming through center. On the boards on the right side here for Michkov. York to Brink. To York now on the right side. Brink here waits. York at the point, a shot. Couturier, pass in front. Brink is denied by Jarry if that puck even got on net. Here's York, waits. Tippett a shot. And the 1T is fanned on. Michkov now behind the net. Tries shooting it there on Jarry. The save is made. And a whistle is blown and a penalty against the Penguins again. Another penalty here against Pittsburgh. And this time it's Clifton for interference, and Philadelphia will get a huge chance here on the power play. Power play here for Philadelphia. It's a two-man advantage. Shots are 9-7. And face-off here won by the Penguins and cleared back into the Philadelphia zone. Penguins intercept that one here at center ice. It's cleared back into the Penguins zone here now. Konechny on the right side. Again, two-man advantage here for 50 seconds. Down low here in the corner. Dewar trying to clear. Shea gets it back. Looking to backhand that one out of the zone. It's stolen back then quickly by Pittsburgh. Down low here now into the Philadelphia end. Hearing some boos from the Philadelphia crowd as the Flyers only one shot in their last 16 minutes or so. Zegras to the point. Sanheim to Zegras. Zegras waits. Down low, Michkov holds the puck. At the point, Sanheim. To the right side then for Forster down low. Konechny steals it back. Forster to the point. Delayed penalty again for the Penguins. Zegras to Forster, a shot. He scores! It might have been tipped in front, but Tyson Forster on a delayed penalty call already on the power play. 5-on-3 at that makes it a 1-1 hockey game. We are tied. And Michkov might have touched that puck. I think he may have. So that may be for Michkov. And it looks like, even though it was a delayed penalty on the power play, Pittsburgh is still going on a 5-on-3. And I think Pittsburgh might have been, or I think Jari may have been screened by Connor Dewar, but regardless of that, it's Michkov's goal, so sorry it was not Forster. It's his 9th goal of the season on the power play. It's a tied hockey game. Let's go Sidney Crosby. Yeah, he has a goal tonight. And Sanheim, like, good puck movement here from the Flyers. They're getting it moved around and they're making plays. And now they're back to the man advantage here. 2-man advantage again. After being on one and scoring that goal just like that. A lot of penalties here for Pittsburgh. Here's Konechny. Konechny to Zegras now. 5-on-3 again for Philadelphia. Michkov into the zone, drops it back. Konechny to Michkov. Behind the net, holds the puck. Throws it up to the point then for Forster. Forster to Sanheim. Sanheim waits to Zegras. Zegras moves to center. Down low. Michkov in front. Saved by Jari Konechny. Forster. Down low then for Michkov. Forster gets it back to Zegras at the point. Zegras to Forster. Forster waits. Down low then Michkov. Looks in front. Konechny. Denied. In front Zegras to Forster. Saved by Jari again. And he gives a little jab there at Sanheim. And there's the Battle of PA in its full form. Forster is going to the locker room. He threw his glove off as he walked down. I've never seen that before. Tyson Forster just got injured off of making a one-timer. And a frustrated player himself. He went on to the bench, into the locker room. You can see on the camera he throws his glove on the ground and starts walking to the locker room. 2 seconds to go on the man advantage, followed by a 5-on-4. 11-7 are the shots on goal. And we're tied. Flyers will get a 5-on-4 for 1:13. Face off here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Kendall versus Couturier. Face off is won back then by the Penguins. Wotherspoon clears that one around all the way back down. Malkin now in the box to Kendall. Kendall, a shot. Saved by Lower. Rebounds right there. It slides just wide. And down low, Couturier back to the right side. Now Kendall regroups with the puck. Over then for Wotherspoon on the right side. Clearing it back into the Philadelphia zone. Assist on that Forster goaler from Konechny and Zegras. And they tie the game. Here comes Brink to Tippett. To the right side then Cates. Down low then Tippett behind the net. Thrown back up to the point. York waits to Tippett. Tippett Down low then, Brink on the right side, Tippett holds it, shoots it, and it goes wide and all the way back out to center ice with 20 seconds to go. Shots are 12-8. Here's Brink, moving it through center. He's got some speed tonight. What's up, Bond? 2 fights in New Jersey, Columbus. Penguins will clear that puck the other way. That will kill the penalty. And it will go back to even strength. Penguins kill off 2 of the 3, but they get penalized with a goal from Matvei Michkov. Philadelphia battling for it down low, and there's a penalty against Philadelphia. And it's going to be on Rodrigo Abels. And a Penguins power play will get a look, one of the best in the league. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Forrester just sucked the life out of me. Huh. Just like the stream. Yeah, power play for Pittsburgh. We'll see what the Penguins can do. Maybe there's more than 4 games tonight. I thought there was only 4. How many games are tonight? I guess my low IQ. There is 5 games tonight. My apologies. So we'll be live for Sharks and Mammoth later tonight. Those 2 teams with the exact same record. Devils and Blue Jackets 2-2. In the second period of that game, Sabres and Jets 3-0 Buffalo. 3 goals on 7 shots for the Sabres. They are really missing Connor Hellebuck. That being Winnipeg. And then obviously Blues and Ducks are going on as well. That's a 1-1 game. Jordan Kyrou and Mason McTavish. Power play coming up here for the Penguins. Their first one of the game. And it's a much closer Battle of Pennsylvania. Last year, there was a lot of goals being scored. This one, there's not a ton. Only 2 so far tonight. Overall, this season, they've both been very close. I talk about the other one scoring a lot of goals. It was the previous one we did back in 2024. It's our second time doing these 2 teams in a matchup in Watch with Nordic history. Power play here for the Penguins. Face-off won by Philadelphia. They'll clear it the other way. And get a shot on Jari with that. Here comes Carlson now through center. Erik Karlsson with some speed. Pass over then for Rust. Moves up in front. Crosby! He scores! Sidney Crosby, a power play goal. That did not take long. And the Penguins are back in front. And here he goes again. Sidney Crosby. A power play goal. And yeah, good play there by Brian Rust. He faked out Vladar on the pass. It's a power play goal for the Penguins as they lead 2-1. And that's his 18th goal of the year. His 2nd of the game. And that did not take long. 2 goals on 9 shots for Dan Vladar. Not the prettiest numbers. He had a .970 in the last game we streamed him. Here's Tippett now banking off the boards for Dvorak. Dvorak moves in. Shot in front. Goes off of Zegras and wide. That would have been one hell of a play if they could have tied it right then and there. But it was not meant to be. Here come the Penguins now through center. Malkin down the right side. Novak Down low. Battling forward here behind the net. Sealer with it. Zegras waits. Tries banking it off the boards, then back for Malkin here through center. Malkin drops it back. Kevin Hayes holds it for Philadelphia. Letang at the point, tries moving it back to the right side. Letang down low, then Shea for Malkin to Shea at the point. And intercepted there by Philadelphia. Cross pass the other way, and Philly could not pick that one up. It'll slide all the way back into the Pittsburgh zone. Here's Shea down the right side. Puck is dumped back into the Philadelphia end. Andre. Taken back then by Couturier. Now Jari regroups here. Shea on the right side. Russ tried to send Crosby on a breakaway. Vladar gets it back now down low. Now Andre battling forward here on the right side. Puck finally does come free. Michkov off the boards then. Will hold that one. He gets hit there by Crosby. Does play the puck forward. And now Couturier. Couturier drops it back. Brink will get tied up there by multiple Penguins. He will get a shot on Jari. And Jari will make the save. Halfway through the game, halfway through the second period, it's a 2-1 lead for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Face-off in the Penguins' end. Kindle here versus Cates. Face-off won then by Konechny. A shot goes back down low. Cates behind the net then for Gurbankin. As the Penguins try and move it the other way, McGroarty will look to bank it off the boards on the right side. McGroarty now behind the net. Battling alongside Koivunen. Off the boards then as Konechny tries to send it forward. Finally, the Flyers do get it back. Here comes Konechny down the right side. Drops it back then for York. Into the zone now. Cates on the right side. A shot. Puck goes back down low into the corner now as Konechny battles for it. And stolen back then by Pittsburgh. Here they come the other way as Kindle breaks it into the zone. Ben Kindle now behind the net. Battling alongside Gurbankin. Puck slides down low. Now Andre to center. As Gurbankin a cross-ice pass to Cates. Cates will hold that puck, dumps it back down low behind the net. Hathaway then over for Koivunen. Stolen back then by Ryan Graves. Graves waits, a shot, goes wide. As Graves was actually in Wilkes-Barre for a little bit. Here's a pass in front. Graves a shot. And that would have been denied there by Vladar if that even got on net. It's kept in though, another chance. Goes wide as well. Here's Lazat on the right side. Abels to Drysdale. Drysdale on the right side as Philadelphia tries pushing it forward. Abels now throws it to center. And Hathaway banks back in then for Jari. As Abels battling forward alongside Letang. And Pittsburgh will move it back to center. Imama with the puck. Gets jabbed into the Philadelphia zone. Pittsburgh gets it back. Here at center ice now, Malkin battling forward alongside Juleson. Zegras dumps it into the Pittsburgh zone. Shea trying to pick up that puck. Will bank it out to center. Evgeny Malkin moving it through the zone. In front then as the centering pass is broken away. Tippett tries feeding it to center. Wotherspoon drops it back. Zegras moves it through center. Gets that puck tied up. Trying to battle forward here alongside Malkin. And it's stolen back then by Wotherspoon and cleared down the other way. 7 minutes to go here in the second period as the Penguins lead 2-1. Not a lot of shots tonight here for either side. Up at the point here now. Pittsburgh moves it the other way. Kevin Hayes here will take that one back through center. Down low, it's Crosby battling alongside Couturier. Thrown up to the point. A shot is broken up down low. Now Juleson will feed that one up then for Rust. Back around then to Crosby. A shot off of Vladar's helmet. And back to the right side. Now Rust gets it back. At the point, Graves waits. Pass down low. Rust holds it. Pass in front. And they can't get the shot off there. And Philadelphia will clear back into the Pittsburgh zone for an icing. Or for no icing, sorry. No icing. Here comes Koivunen back then for Kindle. It's blocked. And now Andre will clear all the way back into the Pittsburgh zone. It's an icing against Philadelphia. Shots are 14-11 here in the middle frame. It's a 2-1 lead for Pittsburgh. A lot of fights going on in New Jersey right now, it appears. Face-off here in the Philadelphia zone. Letang to Carlson. To Letang now on the right side to the point. Carlson a shot. Denied there by Vladar. Koivunen to the right side. Poke checked away then by Philadelphia. Hathaway racing for it. Puck is banked out to center. Kindle checked away. Then Obels gets it back then for Michkov. Drysdale to Andre now on the right side. Cleared back into the Pittsburgh zone. Jari. And it banks it off the glass and out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Philadelphia zone. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third period, or the second period. In the second period, 2-1 Penguins. No way the Eagles offensive coach got egged. Are you serious? Somebody egged his house? How do you even know where this guy lives?
Both goals for the Penguins. As Forster for the Flyers. 2-1 the score. Let's look at our Mass Mutual dynamic duo.
All right. Still here in the second period of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Penguins have a 2-1 lead in the second period. Looking to carry that on here into the second intermission with just under 5 minutes to go. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe down below. If you're new, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. Shots are 14-12. We are about 130 away. It's going to be close, but let's hope we can get to it here. Cleared out to center now as Dewar tries moving it. On the right side, Juleson banks it off the boards. Intercepted then quickly as Lizotte attempts to move it into the zone. Brink down low. A shot from Imot. Denied there by Vladar. Sealer battling forward here in the corner. Couturier thrown back around then down low. Juleson to Michkov. Trying to bank that one off the boards at center. Back then to the right side over the Couturier. Couturier moves it in. Pass down low. Battling for it. Puck slid out in front. And it's poke checked away there. Letang in the corner. And they'll battle for it here down low. Have a good night. Hit my goals soon. I hope so, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And a penalty coming here against Philadelphia. And it was in front of Shea. It looks like it'll be on Couturier. And Pittsburgh will get their second power play tonight. And a chance to make it a 2-goal lead. As they lead 2-1 here in period number 2. And Couturier with the left arm does get him up there in the face. It is a penalty nonetheless, and there you go. It's a holding call. Not ideal. Look more like an interference, but that's just me. Face off here now in the Philadelphia zone, won by the Penguins. Carlson waits. Pass in front, deflected. Sable that over. Rebound in front. Crosby denied there by Vladar and cleared by Philadelphia down the other way. 14-13 are the shots on goal. Penguins only had one shot on goal in their last power play, and they scored on it. Here's Crosby. To the right side, then Rust. Rust drops it back to the point. Carlson waits. Down low, Malkin. Malkin to Rust. Rust moves into the zone. A shot. He scores! It looked like it was posted in, but Brian Rust on the second or third shot of that power play. It's 3-1 Pittsburgh. And the special teams are costing Philadelphia once again. And now Pittsburgh has a 2-goal lead. It did look like it was, it may not have been posted. Yeah, it was posted in. Right there in the corner. If that's an inch to the right, that puck's going wide. What a shot by Brian Rust. And it's 3-1 Penguins here. That's his 8th goal of the year on the power play. With 4 minutes left, it's a 2-goal lead for Pittsburgh. Here's Tippett now, moving down the right side. We'll take it back behind the net. Send it back to center. As Koivunen battles forward here on the right side. Koivunen down low for Graves. Banked out to center. Juleson stealing it back then. Zegras will dump it down low. Couturier on the right side here. 3-on-2. Assist on that goal are from Malkin and Carlson. Puck is tied up here down low in the Pittsburgh zone. Penguins do break it out. Koivunen here on the right side. Stolen back then by Drysdale. Drysdale trying to keep it in the zone. Looks for options. Will skate that one with speed. Pass in front to Zegras. Goes up and out of play. Couple of power play goals here for Pittsburgh. It's a 2-goal lead for them. Thank you all so much for tuning in. 2-goal lead for the Penguins. 4 other games going on in the NHL. We will be doing Sharks and Mammoth later tonight.
Upgrade your game day with Team Toyota. Whether you're tailgating, commuting, or taking the kids to school, we have a new Toyota waiting for you. And with over 200 Toyota certified used vehicles in stock, you'll find perfect value and peace of mind. And you'll never be stuck on the sidelines thanks to our award-winning service.
All right. Still in commercial break here. Final 2 minutes or so to play. Then we'll go to our second intermission. Again, we'll be live later tonight for Sharks and Mammoth. That's the second game in our 2-game slate tonight. We'll be live on Thursday, too. I believe the plan on Thursday is Avalanche, Islanders, and Blackhawks, Kings. Looks like that'll be the 2 games we do. So we did a bunch of Canadian teams last week. We're doing all-American teams this week. It's kind of ironic how that works. And I haven't looked at next week just yet. I'm pretty sure on Sunday we're gonna do Ducks and Blackhawks. Is my plan? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. So. You do wonder if Pittsburgh does end up falling from where they are right now. Could we see the Penguins possibly trade away some of their current guys they have? Like, for example, a Brian Rusk ex-player. Face-off here in the Pittsburgh zone is won by the Penguins. It's cleared out then by Pittsburgh and back into the Philadelphia zone. Andre cleared out to center. Penguins have it. Off the boards then now as Hayes battles for it. He'll pick that one up here at center ice. And cleared out of play by a Penguin. 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Thanks for the stream. Place a bet on the Flyers. If they somehow come back over time, I'll send you a donation. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I hope they'll come back just for the fun of it. You don't have to donate your money, but I appreciate that, man. Puck dump down low into the Philadelphia zone. Drysdale on the right side. Off the boards, then Tippett. To center now as Witherspoon tries clearing away. A penalty here against the Penguins is a trip on Crosby. And Crosby will head to the box. Philadelphia power play. And here's the first opportunity here for the Flyers to come back. Let's go, Pens. Love to hear that. We'll see if they can hold on to this lead. As the Flyers will get a power play here. Andre picked the puck up. He was tripped by Crosby. And hard to dispute that one for sure. Can't really go against that. And there you go. First power play in it will start off. Took them having a 5-on-3 to get their only goal tonight. It's going to be Novak versus Cates. Face off. Won by Cates. Nobody's there to grab it. Penguins will take that and clear, as it was a tie-up with all of the forwards. Here's Sanheim now. To the right side, the Cates. Flyers are 1 for 4 with 5 shots on goal. On the right side here now, Kindle. Puck cleared out to center. Here comes Lizotte the other way. Lizotte to center. A shot. Goes back down low. And now the Flyers handle it. Zegras drops it back to Sanheim. Sanheim to Konechny. Konechny into the zone here now for Tippett. Tippett banks it off the boards to the point. Sanheim waits. To Konechny. Sanheim a shot. Goes wide of Carlson and he will clear. Halfway through the power play now. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Sanheim moving it down the right side. Back then for Andre. Brink to Andre. Back to Brink now down low behind the net. A lot of Penguins fans here tonight. Michkov in front. Andre shatters his stick. Puck goes back to the corner. We got a penalty. And it's against Philadelphia? Looks like it's on Andre. I'm not sure why. We'll see what the call is going to be. Where's the interference? I'm confused. That's a little much. He doesn't have the puck, though, to be fair. Yeah, that's fine. 4-on-4. All right. 4-on-4 here for 42 seconds, followed by another Pittsburgh power play. Thank you, Sports Bros. I appreciate you think I could be that. Maybe someday. Here's Dvorak. Down low then for Drysdale. Shots are 15-14. Konechny. Through the neutral zone. Tries bringing it back in. It's stolen back by Pittsburgh now as Wotherspoon holds that puck. Off the boards then here, Novak. 10 seconds to go here on the 4-on-4. Last minute of play in the second period. Here's Wotherspoon. Through center. Penguins power play will begin. 1:17 they will get. Pittsburgh will regroup. Novak on the right side. Malkin. Over then for Crosby. As Rust will take it back here and regroup in the Philadelphia zone. Back then for Kindle who brings it in. Kindle to Malkin. Pass back over is intercepted. Couturier will clear. Not all the way though. Rust will bring it back in with 15 seconds to go. Rust down low to the point. Carlson. Right side, Kindle, a shot save. Vladar has it. Now Crosby gets it back. It's poke checked up to the point. Malkin a shot with 5 seconds to go. It's fanned on. It'll go down to the corner, and that will do it for the second period. It was 1-0 Pittsburgh. In the second period, we get some pushing and shoving here as the Battle of Pennsylvania shows itself. And it is a 3-1 lead here for Pittsburgh heading into the second intermission. So it is intermission time. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the third period momentarily. The Penguins will get a power play to continue into that third. It won't be terribly long, but it will be a power play nonetheless. And we will be back. I'm going to make the clip real quick of the Crosby's second goal of the game. I did not clip the power play goal clip, so I got to do that real quick. Crosby will head into the third period with 2 goals. Dare I say hat trick? He would be the second player to score a hat trick this season, the first in Penguins history on a live commentary stream. The other player to score a hat trick is Alex Ovechkin. So there you go, 2 players from that generation doing what they do. All right. 3-1 Penguins here in the second intermission. Third period should be a good one. If Philadelphia can make it a little bit more interesting. for Rust.
Our hometown,
Moves up in front.
all
Crosby.
look out for each other. We go the extra mile.
Power play.
The helping hand.
Sidney
We step up
Crosby.
to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been
Speed
deeply
pass
rooted
over then
in
for
our
Rust.
communities for
Moves
more
up in
than
front.
25
Crosby.
years. And that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region.
Speed pass over then
You
for
look out
Rust.
for your neighbors.
Moves up in front.
Go out
Crosby.
yet.
He
There's always
scores.
been there for you.
Sidney Crosby, a power
That is
play
Philip
goal.
Mitchell
That
voice
did
saying the
not
best
take
college and pro games
long.
all in one
And
place.
the Penguins are back in front.
Watching these games with you. You ever tried pancakes
And here he goes again.
You're about to.
Sidney
Yes,
Crosby,
let's go.
a power
I
play
got a little
goal.
recipe. Christina Ladd posted
Play
at
goal.
McDonald's thinking about how I never had a snack wrap and I'm devastated.
Bam. There we go.
Snack wrap. Then in frozen time. Ranch or spicy?
All right. So Penguins lead by 2 here at the second intermission.
Flyers and Sabres here on Wednesday night. That game's on TNT. Boosh will call it with Kenny Albert, Jody Shelley. And then we will be back with you on Sunday when those Avalanche, all they've done is just lose once in regulation so far this year.
Philadelphia beginning a 6-game homestand tonight, as I mentioned.
Today's the day. There's the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania.
Am I late?
Just in time. Nice. Holiday scratch-offs from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Things just got very merry. Keep on scratching.
When local kids go pro in Philly, it's a reflection of us all. The youth coaches who taught them.
All right. There we go.
Family who always showed up. And the hometown health insurer who covered them. Independence Blue Cross has had Quinn and Kevin Sullivan's back since day one. Just like we have yours. And you have theirs. Because we take care of our own here.
Anything you guys want to talk about?
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
It's my new car. I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
You might be on the naughty list. Enjoy the new car. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lisa Hyundai Tucson SE for
Crosby getting it done for the Penguins. Always. These are both my favorite teams, but you bet on the Penguins. How can you root for both these teams? I'm just curious, Travel Tales. I'm just curious. What are the odds of the Flyers winning this game? I would say there's like a 40% chance they win. Pittsburgh always kills them. Always. And especially since I'm the one that's live streaming them. Yeah.
Your home is where memories are made. Trust Roy Lomas Carpets and Hardwoods for all your flooring needs. We're family owned since 1956 and offer you unmatched selection, everyday low prices, guaranteed installation, and best.
So we will be live later tonight for Mammoth and Sharks. That is our second commentary stream tonight. Mammoth are in San Jose.
For one-stop shopping, Roy Lomas Carpets. Buy where the builders buy.
For more than 60 years, Scanlon McDonald Funeral Home has cared for our community members, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family, helping to make a difficult and often stressful time a bit easier to bear. We offer a wide variety of services to meet every need. Many people choose our pre-planning options. This can offer true peace.
I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back in about 2 or 3 minutes. You can see my little Christmas pajamas. Yay.
The Flyers down 3-1 after look good there on the ice. We're going to highlight his goal, but this is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate to lose a player, a character like Tyson Forster. He's such a threat to shoot from every area, especially on this power play here. We're going to see him working around two-man advantage here, Al, moving the puck around, gets to in. It's almost like a shot pass here from Michkov back door. Ends up sneaking in somehow.
Yeah, that was something they worked on. Bruce pointed out with Michkov at that back door. Didn't need it though, as it goes sneaks right through the goaltender. Just get it into it toward the net. Looks like right under the pad off the skate.
I have returned.
There anyway.
Need the Flyers to rally in the third on home ice. Go Flyers. Oh, yeah. Love to hear that. So it looks like the goal that was scored in that second period was credited to Forster. So it is not Matvei Michkov's goal. It is Tyson Forster's. So there you go.
It does, and you can just tell he loses the stick there. That's the hand that he's holding his arm with, right? And let's go of it because I don't know, something happened. And then when they go off the bench out really quick and they can barely move their arm, you know something bad's gonna happen. Like a Palmieri.
Just looking at the NHL scores around the league. Let's go over the scores. So obviously there's one more game going on tonight, Mammoth and Sharks. That will be the only game on the horizon at that point. Penguins and Flyers, 3-1 lead for Pittsburgh, obviously. We're literally commentating that game. Devils and Blue Jackets, 2-2 at the end of 40 minutes of play. Sabres and Jets is 3-0 Sabres halfway through the second period. And then Ducks and Sharks, 2-1 Ducks at the end of the first period in that game as well. Pavel Mintyukov scored the go-ahead goal there in that one, as Mintyukov obviously did request a trade previously this season, or did say that he would like to be traded if he kept being scratched. Hungry. Little hungry, not gonna lie.
To test the toughness of the three-row Kia Sorento X-Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers, windiest falls, and coldest winters. All on one track to prove these three-row SUVs were built for the unstoppable. Kia, movement that inspires.
IBX has been really helpful in seeking not only physical services but mental health services as well. At this point in my life, there's a lot of unknowns. I know that no matter what, IBX has my back.
Your home is where memories are made. Trust Roy Lomas Carpets and Hardwoods for all your flooring needs. We're family owned.
All right.
And offer you unmatched selection.
Third period should be getting ready to get started here in about 5 minutes or so. Again, they always take a bunch of time to zam the ice, and then they got to wait for that 15-minute timer to run down, and then we get going here with the third.
That extended picture quality is insane. The best college and pro games all in one place. This is me watching these games with you. You ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe.
For more than 60 years, Scanlon McDonald Funeral Home has cared for our community members, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family, helping to make a difficult and often stressful time a bit easier to bear. We offer a wide variety of services to meet every need. Many people choose our pre-planning options. This can offer true peace of mind for both you and your loved ones.
For the personal and professional service you deserve, call us today or visit ScanlonMcDonald.com. Scanlon McDonald Funeral.
Excuse me. It is officially Christmas season as well. Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, I guess I should say to everybody who celebrates holidays. Tyson Forster will not return for the rest of tonight's game.
And penalties, right? Penalties. You give this team a chance on their power play. We know they can move it around. Look at the speed of Eric Carlson. I thought he was old and slow. He's not, Al. He's zipping through there across the passing. Russ, what does he do? Puts it on the ladies' tee there for number 87, Crosby, and he buries it.
That is a beautiful play. Not like a face-off setup on a power play, but to Russ to send it right back, and then Crosby, of course, comes flying in. As much as that other goal was a bad rebound, this one's just beautiful. And then he comes in and just launches it past the goaltender. Russ makes a nice play right there.
It's all about speed there, too, right? That Carlson coming in there. Another power play, beginning of one as well. And this one, they're just kind of moving around the perimeter. And then one heck of a shot here by Brian Russ. Comes right at Sanheim. Just picks the corner. Who said it's kind of give that secret cat.
Shots are 15 to 14 here. Just reading off the stats here real quick.
Sanheim goes toward him. You don't know which way he's going to go, where to go with that, trying to block that with the stick. But a great shot right there.
Yeah, the threat of going down low, right?
Looking at the goaltenders here, Jari, 13 saves on 14 shots, a respectable 929 save percentage. Vladar, 13 saves on 16 shots. He has an 812 here in this through 40 minutes of play. And we'll be going back to the third period here after this commercial break in just a little bit, so stick around. And obviously subscribe down below if you're new, of course. Be greatly appreciated. Oh my God, I'm like listening to the same ads over and over again.
Is the premier destination for all of your carpet and flooring needs. We're a family-owned business serving the community for over 60 years and offer you a large selection of flooring, from carpet, hardwood, laminates, and luxury vinyl. With our superior customer service and guaranteed installations, we're here for you every step of the way. Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to spruce up your space, we've got something for everyone. Roy Lomas Carpets. Buy where the builders buy. Go to roylomascarpets.com to learn more.
That Xfinity picture quality is insane. The best college and pro games all in one place. This is my fantasy football, watching these games with you.
You ever tried pancakes and guac?
You're about to.
Yes, let's go.
I got a little recipe.
Third period on NBC Sports.
Okay, here we go. Let's get ready for the start of the third period here in Wells Fargo Center between the Philadelphia Flyers, or Xfinity Mobile Arena, between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins here tonight. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Tyson Forster, Sidney Crosby, and Brian Rust, making it a 3-1 lead for the Penguins heading into the final period of play. Penguins will start off with a power play for 30 seconds. And then we'll go back to 5-on-5. Here we go, the third and final period between these two teams. Now they're showing off performance players here. Erik Karlsson, 2 assists tonight. 2 shots on goal. His 4th multi-point game this season. Has had 15 minutes time on ice. Penguins up by 2. Tyson Forster, most notably off of that one-timer shot in the second period. Took an injury. It looks like it might have been to his wrist. Or maybe he hurt his side. Hopefully Forster is okay. And now we get ready here for the third and final period. Emil Andre is in the box. Couturier versus Crosby. Third period is underway. Face-off won by Philadelphia. They will dump it into the Pittsburgh zone. Here's Karlsson now behind the net. Over then for Malkin. Drop back. Crosby now through the zone. Kindle holds the puck. Drops it back up to the point. Moving in then. Karlsson a shot. And it goes wide. And all the way down the other way. Now 5 seconds left to play. Here's Malkin now. Through center, and the power play is over. As Crosby dumps that one back down low. Also alongside Koivunen. Koivunen here now down low. Back for Crosby behind the net. Crosby throws it in front of Malkin. That one's denied there. Letang a shot. Saved by Vladar. The rebound's right there. Crosby in front. Glove save by Vladar. Denying the hat trick. Would have been his 3rd career hat trick against Philadelphia if he got that puck through, but he could not. And it might have been lights out if they got that shot. Face-off comes here now in the Philadelphia zone. Shots are 18-14. Face-off. Won by the Flyers. Banked off the boards then and back all the way down the other way. Racing for it with speed is Shea, and he will get there in time for the icing. Flyers are playing against Buffalo on Wednesday. Then they go on a 3-day break before then facing off against the Avalanche on Sunday. Here's Shea to the right side. A shot. Goes back off behind the net. Now taking it back is Grabankin. Grabankin down the right side. Cleared into the Pittsburgh zone. Penguins have it here as they move it through center. Amama in front. Tries getting a shot there on Vladar. He does get it in, but it was denied swiftly. Now down low here in the corner. Dewar. Imama behind the net. Banked up to the point. Letang shoots it on net. It's blocked there by his own teammate. And pass back up to him. He'll send it back to Malkin. Malkin drops it down low. Kindle to the point. Shea. Down low on the right side. A shot. They score. I'm not sure. It might have been Anthony Mantha or Malkin. I'm not 100% sure if that puck was touched in front. But there's the 4th goal. It looks like it's Malkin's. It's a 4-1 lead here for Pittsburgh. And he was given free rein to get in front there on Vladar. And good movement by the Penguins in their own zone as it looked like it might have deflected off of Malkin. I really can't tell from the angles they're showing. And I think it might have been, now I can tell. All right, so it was Malkin's goal. It bounced off his knee. He was in front there on Vladar. So Malkin will get the goal. Or maybe. Philadelphia is challenging it. They're going to challenge for goaltender interference. Ooh, that might. I don't know. He does get there on his own and does. That might get called back. That might get called back. I don't know. Philadelphia might get bailed out here. Malkin does go and like back into him there and does make the initial interference. And it does look like it kind of prevents Vladar a little bit to move around if you see the angle properly. He wasn't screened until too late. And yeah, Malkin is in the way of the goalie. That probably is interference. Maybe that I don't think that's the bias talking. I don't think that's the bias in me talking right now. We'll see. We'll find out in a moment, but looks like that might be interference. Here we go. And there was goaltender interference, so they will blow that one back. And Philadelphia still has a chance. They were bailed out, though. They need to start playing actual hockey here. You're an Oilers fan, but your family likes the Flyers? Nice. $18-13 left to go here in the third period. The Penguins lead the Flyers 3-1. That could be the real turning point here, though. They need to get a goal right after that. Michkov now on the right side. Puck is cleared back into the Pittsburgh zone. Now into the corner here on the right side. Banked off the boards as Michkov dumps it back down low. That was close, though. Here's Clifton now on the right side to Crosby. Crosby will send a pass to the neutral zone. 2-on-2 the other way. As Kevin Hayes looked to bring it into the zone. Graves to the point to Clifton. Clifton a shot. Glove save by Dan Vladar. And now we should just see if the Flyers can take a real advantage of this. They were bailed out, I would argue, on that goal. From that being the go away, or the goal that would put this game away, essentially. They need to respond. Face off here in the Philadelphia zone. The Flyers have it. Juleson cleared around, kept in the zone, though, by Pittsburgh. Here's Malkin. Throws a pass to center, and it comes out of the zone. Delayed offsides here now for Pittsburgh as Philadelphia gets it back. Dvorak drops it then for Zegras. Zegras here through center. Brings it into the zone. Up to the point. Juleson a shot. Goes off of Jari. Another chance is fanned on. Pass in front. Slides wide, and there's nobody there to pick that puck back up. Penguins will get it. Malkin with some speed down the right side, looking to get his goal back. Now McGroarty battling with Couturier. Malkin does have it. Up to the point, and we got a whistle here. And an interference penalty against the Penguins. Philadelphia really getting a lot of opportunities here. It seems like even the refs want them to win this game. But Philadelphia cannot seem to find anything here on their power play. Kuivinen, young player for this Pittsburgh team, does not look very happy. It's the 6th power play of the game for Philadelphia, and they only have 14 shots. 15, sorry. Yikes. All right, power play for Philadelphia. Face-off is immediately cleared the other way by Pittsburgh. Here's Vladar now. We'll give that one up then for Sanheim. Sanheim drops it back. Zegras brings it into the zone. Michkov now on the right side, trying to play that one behind the net. Cates down low. Up to the point. Sanheim holds the puck. Waits. Back to Zegras. Zegras to Sanheim. To Michkov. A shot. And it goes off of Jari back down low. Michkov does get it back to the point. Sanheim waits. Zegras down low. Trevor Zegras holds the puck. Waits for options. Sanheim now at the point. Sanheim to Zegras. Shot off of Jari and cleared the other way by Pittsburgh. Halfway through the power play here again. Shots are 20-16. Here's Sanheim. In the defensive zone. Drops it back. Konechny. Through center ice to Zegras. Will dump that one in then on Jari. He'll play that one with his own stick. And clears it the other way himself. And Vladar will be like, two can play that game, and comes out and grabs that one himself as well and sends it the other way. Here's Drysdale in the Philadelphia zone. Drop back then for Konechny. Flyers struggling to get shots on goal here. They have not been that. They had 8 shots in the first period. They've had 8 shots since. Drysdale to the right side to Andre. Goes off of his feet. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Drysdale, a shot, goes wide, back down low. Couturier can't complete that. Andre, here now down low. Right side, will bank that one up to the point. Drysdale moves in, a shot. Goes up and out of play. 8 seconds to go on the power play now. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We need 130 more by the end of the year. Face off now here in the Pittsburgh end once again. Couturier versus Lizotte. Here for that second unit. Shots are 21-18. Now Brink on the draw. Face-off won by Pittsburgh. Weatherspoon cleared around now down low for Carlson. Carlson banks it off the boards all the way down the other way. And that will do it for the power play. Vladar back then for Drysdale. Drysdale with some speed to Andre. Couturier will dump it into the Pittsburgh zone. It's cleared down the other way then immediately by the Penguins. Andre feeds a pass then to Coots. Coots will dump it down low now. Graves will fight for it alongside Bobby Brink. It gets up to Crosby and it's cleared out of play. Faceoff will go back into the Pittsburgh zone. And we get some pushing and shoving now as McGroarty and Andre getting into it. Not sure what Andre did, but he had Hayes and McGroarty going at him. Longest homestand of the year for the Flyers, and they're taking on some good competition. The Penguins, the Sabres, the Avalanche, the Sharks, the Golden Knights, and the Hurricanes. Flyers have a .692 point percentage at home, which is 5th in the NHL. Pittsburgh on the road has been very solid, too. 2 of their 3 games we've commentated have been on the road. Sanheim holds the puck here now for Philadelphia. Banking it off to center. Grabankin. Puck is tipped and goes out of play. And another stoppage here in this final period. Looking at the best records in the Eastern Conference since November 4th. The Flyers are second on that list, 8-2-2. The only team that is better than Carolina, that is better, is Tampa Bay. Feel like Philly might sneak another bye, but the Penguins got to win this. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's probably got this in the bag. Philadelphia just doesn't look like they have any offensive time. Here's York now into the zone. Grabankin pass in front is blocked there by the Pens. And cleared back out to center. Taking it into the zone, Novak to Malkin. Novak in front. And Mantha with a chance there is denied as it's thrown back around then. Malkin up to the point. Clifton down low. Taken back then by Hathaway. Banked back up in the air. And Clifton will bring it back down low. Sanheim steals it back. Here comes Obels now the other way. 3-on-2 through the zone. He'll just dump it in. And now Grabankin will battle forward alongside Graves. Malkin a pass up the center. Intercepted, kept in by Dvorak. Dvorak in front. Tip it! Save rebounds there in front. They're trying to get it past them. They're jabbing at that puck. And Jari does make the save eventually. And now we see even more pushing and shoving. Now the Flyers are finally getting some offensive zone pressure. It is about time. 13-12 remaining. Oh, snack wrap. That's what they're showing on my screen.
What a great gift. Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts. Like the new Merrill
It's like they're taunting me for being hungry.
Xfinity picture quality is insane. The best college and pro games all in one place. This is my fantasy football. Watching these games with you. Ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe.
We're back. The Flyers down 3-1 here in the third period. We're getting ready for post-game live. We're going to have to talk about Tyson Forster, his injury, not returning in this game. Who is going to step up? You saw a little bit of juice here the last play, but you need more of that.
Yeah, whoever's going to be on the ice, you got to play in this offensive zone here. You got to control everything.
Back here in Xfinity Mobile Arena for the third period. Flyers looking to come back from a 2-goal deficit. Allowed 3 goals on 20 shots. Not ideal for Vladar, who has not allowed more than 2 goals very often. It's not common that he does that, especially recently. They're the only team in the Metropolitan Division without a regulation loss against teams in their division, which is actually kind of impressive. Face off here in the Pittsburgh zone. It'll be Cates facing off against Lazat as that fourth line's out there again for the Penguins. And they'll blow that one dead due to a violation as now we get some talking between all the players. The officials come in and be like, all right, that's enough. What is happening? Face off here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Finally we play. It's won by the Penguins. Banked off the boards, then down low by Dewar and cleared out to center. Lazat behind the net. At the point here now, cleared back down low. Sealer off the boards to Michkov, trying to clear that one out to center. I never understand why you would burn a jersey. Any jersey, like literally any jersey. Makes 0 sense to me. Latanga's shot there goes off of Vladar, back down low. Stolen back then by the Flyers. Here's Brink now racing it down the right side. Bobby Brink into the zone. Up at the point then goes just wide. 12.5 minutes to go here in the third period. And Bobby Brink regroups with it now for Philadelphia. Shots are dead even here. Here's Sanheim. Into the zone now. It's Couturier who tries feeding that one up and out. He will do so successfully. Now Cam York takes it back. 12 minutes left here in the third. Penguins are up by 2 goals. Gurbankin battling alongside Hayes. Couturier in front. Gurbankin to the point. Sanheim moves in. Shoots it. It goes off a Penguin and wide. And cleared the other way. Philadelphia not getting nearly enough offensive zone pressure. Sanheim to Zegras. Zegras gets tied up there by too many Penguins. Now Tippett brings it into the zone. He'll dump that one in down low. Carlson battling forward with Zegras. Pass in front. Isn't there. Andrea's shot goes just wide of Jari. Now Koivunen on the right side. Pittsburgh steals it back. McGroarty down the right side. Gets tied up there by Philadelphia. Penguins still have it though. Now Clifton, the Koivunen up to the point. A shot. And too much traffic in front is tipped away then back to the left side, and Pittsburgh will steal it back. McGroarty. Over then down low as Clifton battles for it. Taken back then by Kindle behind the net. Ben Kindle holds the puck. Pass in front, deflected up in the air. And back over there for Ladari. Trying to make the save, but couldn't get to it in time. Andre to Tippett. Tippett with some room. He's got Zegers with him. Pass in front. And it goes off of Jari back to the right side. Penguins will clear out to center again. Shots are 22 apiece as we approach the halfway mark of the third period. Philadelphia holds the puck. Shots are 9-6 Pittsburgh here in this third period. Philadelphia looking to hold the puck. Charging up the right wing is Hathaway. Battling for it now down low as Letang runs into Konechny. Now Shea gets it back. Fed to center. Mantha. 2-on-2 the other way. Philadelphia steals it back. Here's Obels with some room. Moves it to center. Drop pass back to the point. York shoots it. It's blocked. Now Obels cleared back down low. Banked off the boards then on the right side as Penguins will clear it out into the Philadelphia zone. York to Michkov. Michkov with some room. Shoots it. Saved by Jari. Now down low, it's Case. On the right side. Picked up then again by Michkov. He'll throw it up to the point. York a shot. Glove save again by Tristan Jari. He has been awesome tonight. Keeping Philadelphia close. It's a 2-goal lead for the Penguins still with 9 minutes to go. And you look at both goaltenders and their overall stats tonight. Tristan Jari has been great. He has stopped 23 of 24 shots. He has a .958, while Dan Vladar has stopped 20 of 23 as an .870. Okay.
That Xfinity picture quality is insane. The best college and pro games all in one place. This is my fantasy football. Watching these games with you. You ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Eat like an early riser with an iced coffee for $1 and pair it with a bagel sandwich.
Flyers hockey on NBC Sports Philadelphia. It's brought to you by Toyota.
All right, back here from commercial break. Still a 3-1 lead for Pittsburgh. Philadelphia looking to try and make a comeback here. These two teams will face off 2 more times. Both times, I believe, will be in Pittsburgh. Looking at Malkin's career in Philadelphia, 60 points in 52 games played. Has 36 assists. He nearly had a goal tonight, but that was obviously called off. Face-off coming now in Pittsburgh's end. Crosby, 59 career goals versus Philadelphia. He's looking for the hat trick tonight. Puck goes up in the air off the face-off and out of play. Almost into the exact same spot as it did earlier in the game. And now we'll get another face-off. Shots are 24-23. 9:20. Face-off one here by the Penguins. Down low now, Wotherspoon clears it around. Puck out to center. York to the right side. Philadelphia handles it. Sanheim drops it back. Flyers looking for an opportunity here. Zegras trying to get it forward. And it's cleared away then by Pittsburgh. Dvorak to Sanheim. Off the boards then. Travis Sanheim down low. Off the side of the net then for York. Over then for Zegras. Back for Tippett. Rust trying to steal that one back. Puck goes up in the air and back down low. Sanheim regroups with it now in the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim with speed. Through center. Dumps it into the zone. Goes back around into the corner then. Carlson for Weatherspoon. Puck slides out in front. And Pittsburgh trying to race it back the other way. Philadelphia does get it back before anything can go wrong. Not that it hasn't already. Sealer to center. Zegras battling alongside Carlson. Erik Karlsson now will move it through the Penguins defensive zone. Back for Kindle, who dumps that one in. Now McGroarty back then for Andre. 3-on-3. Cates with some room. Gets taken to the outside by Clifton. Now they'll battle for it back down low. Clifton trying to feed it up to the point. Connecting now on the right side. Taken back then by Michkov, and we have a penalty. And it's a slashing minor penalty against the Flyers. And Pittsburgh will go to the power play with 7:57 to go, and they will have a chance to put the game away. Two of their three goals have been on the power play. It's Michkov who will take the penalty.
Pretty healthy slash here by Michkov as he winds right down and chops that stick right in half.
And yeah, definitely a slash for sure. Face off here now in the Philadelphia zone, won by the Flyers. They will clear it all the way down the other way. Again, Penguins are 2 for 3 tonight on the power play. 4 shots on goal. 2 of them have gone in. Carlson to the right side. It's cleared into the Philadelphia zone as York will take it back and cleared all the way again then by Philadelphia. Jarek, because I was meant to play it. Down low here now, Carlson. Down the right side, drops it back for Kindle. Kindle breaks the zone. Crosby clears it around then down low. Malkin back in front then, and Hathaway will clear it all the way down the other way with 1:15 left to go. Letang back then for Malkin. Malkin drops it back. Kindle to Letang. Dumps it into the Philadelphia zone. Cates off the board. Stolen back then. Up to the point then for Letang. To the right side then for Mantha. Mantha to Malkin. Down low Koivunen. To Malkin. Koivunen then again down low. To Malkin. Malkin waits. Carlson in front. And they can't get that one through. Malkin to Koivunen. Moves in. Pass to the right side to the point. Malkin a shot. Saved by Vladar. They're moving the puck around. 30 seconds to go now in the power play. Kindle. Puck is tipped and stays in the zone. Koivunen now at the point again. Down low Kindle. To the point. Malkin shoots it wide. Now Novak gets it back to the point. Malkin a shot off of Novak's stick and back down low. Chance in front. They score. Tommy Novak on the power play. That's 3 of the 4 goals they've had on the PP. They answer back for that earlier goal. And that should put the game away. It's 4-1 Pittsburgh. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Probably. There's still 6 minutes to go, but probably. And again, those costly penalties being what puts Philadelphia down again. Can't be taking those. For sure, you cannot be taking those. Just want to say we just reached 1,000 views on the stream for the 4th stream in a row. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support here tonight. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It's greatly appreciated. That is Tommy Novak's 3rd goal of the season on the power play. It's a 4-1 lead for Pittsburgh. Here's Connor Clifton now. Brings it into the Flyers zone will backhand that one down low. Now Andre here on the right side will handle that puck back, trying to clear it up to the point. Lizotte looking to attempt to keep that one in. Andre drops it back. So it looks like we have streamed the Battle of Pennsylvania twice in Watch with Nordic Streams. Looks like Pittsburgh will win both of them. Sorry about that. So even though it is 4-1, I would keep an eye out for Vladar. Even when it is a 4-1 lead like this, sometimes they will pull the goalie. Assist on that goal are from Letang and Malkin. 4 goals on 25 shots. Not ideal for Dan Vladar, but it happens. Off the boards here now, Noah Juleson regrouping with it. Brink into the zone then, Couturier. Couturier waits, fires it safe. Rebounds there for Michkov. He missed that pass. Puck goes up in the air and out of play to the same spot again for the third freaking time. 5:03 left to go. It's 4-1 Penguins. Not a great game by Philadelphia. Great game by Pittsburgh. You look at the save percentages here for both teams. Here with 5 minutes to go, Tristan Jarry has stopped all but one. He has a respectable .960 save percentage, and Dan Vladar, not the prettiest game in the world, but I wouldn't say I blame him. .840. He had a .970 in his first game. So it looks like that will be the end of it. So 4 minutes to go here in the third period. We are almost done. We will be live for Mammoth and Sharks up next. That stream will start at 9:58 p.m. Eastern Time. Penguins lead by 2 goals here. Malkin and Crosby both with multi-point games. Most career points amongst active players. Crosby and Malkin are first and third on that chart. Ovechkin finds himself in the middle. He's also dominated Philadelphia a good amount. We've seen him play Philly a couple of times as well here in commentary streams. Face-off now in the Pittsburgh zone. It'll be Crosby now versus Couturier. Keep an eye out for Vladar. They may try and pull him if they get enough offensive zone time. Couturier versus Hayes. 2 former teammates. Face-off is won back then down low by Pittsburgh here. It's banked off the boards and back into the Philadelphia zone. Drysdale to Couturier. Couturier banks it off the boards back out to center. Crosby will dump that one in down low for Witherspoon. Brink brings it into the zone. Now battling forward here on the right side is Couturier. Michkov down low in front. Near chance there was denied. Back up to the point then York. On the right side then for Couturier. Interception here. Here's a chance the other way. It's Hayes, a shot. He scores! Kevin Hayes on a backhand there against his former team. All of the sudden he sent on a 1-on-0 the other way. It is now 5-1 Penguins. Ooh, not 45-1. Not 45-1, no. Losing my mind. 45-1. Might as well be 100-1. Screw it, 100-1 final score. 100-1 final score. Penguins now with a 5-1 lead. Kevin Hayes, nice backhand breakaway goal. That's 5 goals on 26 shots. With 4:11 left to go here now in the third period, that should essentially put the game away. Brutal game here by Philadelphia. Again, just not playing well enough defense. Kevin Hayes assisted by Parker Wotherspoon on that goal. Now Ryan Shea will clear that one back behind the net. Now Mantha with it. Feeds it in front. Malkin a shot. That one is denied. Now Obels here on the right side. Banked all the way down the other way for an icing. Down low here now in the Philadelphia zone. 3.5 minutes to go. That arena's cleared out pretty fast. Shots are 26-25 in favor of the Penguins. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. Be much appreciated. Here's Drysdale now on the right side. Jamie Drysdale banks it off the boards, then back for Andre. Andre cleared out to center. Racing for it then is Dvorak. Dvorak now down low. Pass in front. And a save there by Jari, if that even got on net there on Drysdale. Here's Zegras. Intercepted there quickly. Now Koivunen 2-on-1 the other way. Koivunen into the zone. A shot. Fans on it. And stolen back then by the Flyers. Zegras. Into the zone, Dvorak. Dvorak in front. Zegras a shot. Saved by Jari. Rebound is kicked away there. Now Letang will regroup. 2.5 minutes to go. Philadelphia, another break the other way. It's Brinka's shot. Goes high and wide. Time will wind down. So again, we got Sharks and Mammoth as the second game tonight. Let's hope that my other favorite team will win. Here's Hayes now down low. Banks it back behind the net now to Crosby. Crosby here in the Philadelphia zone, back to the point. Backhanded down low off the boards then. And Konechny will hold that puck. Hope the Flyers homestand brings more W's. Yeah. Here's Michkov now into the zone. Will look for options. Moves in. Shoots it. Save there by Jari, if that even got on net. And now here comes Rust the other way. A backhand pass then for Imama is broken up there and cleared out to center. Yeah, I would argue this is one of the weaker opponents Philadelphia has in their homestand. So it does not bode well. Looking at the Metropolitan standings, Pittsburgh will win tonight, which puts them tied with the Flyers for the first wild card spot. And you look at the Metropolitan Division standings. A lot of regulation losses for those teams below Pittsburgh and Philly. Here's Cates now on the right side, backhanded to center. Philadelphia will break it the other way. Michkov into the zone, shoots it there on Jari. He'll make the glove save. He's honestly just stat padding his save percentage at this point. And now these players will push at it here some more. And we knew there was going to be some physicality. There always is in the Battle of PA for sure. Now we got 84 seconds left. And Hathaway and Imama getting at it here. As obviously Imama gave Hathaway a concussion last year. People may have forgotten that. Jari with a 963. This will put Jari on the third all-time list in a best single game save percentage that does not entail a shutout in Watch with Nordic history, behind Dan Vladar with a 970. And Nico Dawes as well with a 965. Obviously time to improve that. Puck slides in here on Vladar. He will make the save. Vladar, not a pretty game in terms of his stats, but I really don't blame them. First time they've allowed 3 power play goals since December 23rd, 2024 at Pittsburgh. Ha! That's funny because we streamed that game. Of course. So Pittsburgh obviously scored 7 goals in that game, 5 in this one. That's 12 goals in 2 games. Here's Lazada's shot. Goes wide of Vladar now. Last minute of play. Puck in front there for Mama. It goes off the post and wide. And Philadelphia takes it back. Racing it forward here is Tippett. He'll get to that puck with 40 seconds left. Now Graves to the right side. Puck goes up in the air then. Here's Lazat. Back then for Clifton. Stolen back then by the Flyers. 30 seconds to go. Grabankin breaks it into the zone to the right side. Doesn't get a shot off. Still battling forward here down low. 15 seconds left. Andre here at the point. Attempting to keep that one in, and we'll blow a whistle here, and a penalty's coming up, it looks like, and some more pushing and shoving here with less than 10 seconds to go. Sidney Crosby becomes the 14th player in NHL history to score 300 career road goals and the 10th Canadian to achieve, as my X loads here, to achieve that feat. Wayne Gretzky, Steve Yzerman, Gordie Howe, Marcel Dion, Phil Esposito, Mario Lemieux, Mark Messier, Brendan Shanahan, and Mike Gartner are the 9 other players to do so. And we'll get a 10-second power play for Philadelphia here again. I should reiterate, 10 seconds left, so don't get too hyped up. It'll be Mantha for cross-checking. One last face-off here in the final 10 seconds to go of this third period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please subscribe down below if you're new. Face-off won by Philadelphia. Drysdale moves in. A shot goes wide. 3 seconds left. Michkov now down low. Cleared around, and that will do it. Tristan Jarry stops all but one Flyer shot in a 5-1 victory against the Philadelphia Flyers. And so far, the Battle of PA is split 1-1 through this season. And in the second year of doing commentary streams, the Penguins get the second win in this second-time matchup. Crosby, 2 goals tonight, 137 points. Malkin had 2 points tonight as well. The usual, many would say. And that being said, folks, that will do it for me tonight. I am going to go and stream Mammoth and Sharks now in about 10 minutes or so. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciated it. If you are new to the channel and love what you see, we do these commentary streams every single week.